What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for being here today. I wanted to quickly just jump on to talk about the Animal Farm and what happened with the launch. I mean, was it Forex's fault? Was it our fault? What exactly happened there? So I'm going to go over some announcements. I wanted to also go over some of the stuff that I'm going to be doing next week and some of the things you guys should be avoiding in case you are going to be participating in the launch of the piggy bank. So if you're new here, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing to the channel. It really helps with the algorithm. I'm going to try to post a bit more frequently. That way the channel is going to get out there a bit more, and then we can build a small community together. Okay, so I'm going to jump on the screen right now, and I'll see you guys in a few seconds. Alright, so what was supposed to happen? Okay, so we were supposed to launch on Thursday, right? Let me just see. Okay, so what was supposed to happen is that on the 22nd is the 1 year anniversary of Drip. So everybody had that in their mind. So everybody was so excited in the first place. But on the 21st, Forex announced that he would release the contracts for the Pigs version 2 and start the piggy bank and go ahead with the dogs contract. The farms and pools are all going to go back to the way they were. Everybody will be so happy. They can be generating some money again, right? Because if I look at my piggy bank, for example, my piggy bank right now could have been earning, oh wait, let me just connect to my MetaMask. My piggy bank could have earned me another compound of $334.82 and $301.35 in addition to what I have already in there, which was about, I think, $600 in each stake or something like that. I just didn't stake them at the right time, at the same exact time, so the piglets were not the same. But essentially what I'm trying to say here is that I could have been compounding my money as of Thursday and life would be back to normal. Everything would be great again. But then there was some things that happened. So what I posted on Thursday was the following. There's just a bit of experience that I have with these kind of releases, with these kind of launches. So there's some things that we have to all keep in mind, okay? You can't neglect the fact that there's going to be scams everywhere. People are texting me pictures of contracts that are fake, texting me Telegram groups announcing the new version of the piggy bank contract. That's not a thing, so you can only go to the piggy bank on the Animal Farm website to be able to stake your piglets and pigs BUSD LPs. Not stake your piglets, sorry, I mean like stake your pigs BUSD LPs to get some piglets. So you guys have to really be careful, okay? Beware of scams. There's not going to be any airdrops, okay? So you can't put your wallet anywhere and get a free airdrop. There's no early access to anybody, so only wait for Forex to make the announcements. Usually what he does is he announces it on Twitter, on the, on the Drip community Twitter page. This one. Usually he would announce it over here. Like all these timestamps that he would do are related to what's going on with the Animal Farm right now. Or he would go on Telegram and then he would go like to his Forex Shark Calls Telegram or the Animal Farm. You will see him here sometimes, right? So you guys have to be very careful, okay? There's no early access, no airdrops, no private DMs from Forex. You just have to wait for it to be announced for the public, and that's when you can buy your new pigs and merge them in your LPs and create your first deposit in the piggy bank, or continue your deposit in the piggy bank, essentially. Okay. Second thing is, Crypto Mischief actually mentioned this in his latest video, and he said it even again in his other video. Actually, we're gonna watch this together now because it's not typed. I can actually just go over it with you guys. Okay, so he mentioned it the first time, and exactly what happened, right? So I announced it too after he did, but wait, let me just unmute my desktop audio.
Animal Farm's been delayed again. I did talk about this in my video from a couple of days ago about the opening of Animal Farm. That it's important that we have to give Forex the time to do this exactly how he wants.
We have to give Forex the time to do it exactly like he wants it. Okay, so I know everybody's been impatiently waiting for 5-6 weeks now. I don't know exactly when we paused our contracts, but we have to give him the time he needs to get back in it and do it the right way. Because if he doesn't do it the right way, then we're going to be in the same situation in 2-3 weeks, right? Then I'm not going to go over that detail right now because I'm going to mention later in the video of what exactly happened. But we wouldn't want him to pause the contract a second time, and then that's going to really ruin everybody's morale, right? So I'm actually happy that he decided not to go forward, because what this shows is that he's not putting himself first. He could be making money right now with all the animal farm going in with millions of dollars, right? What he's choosing really right now is everybody's money locked into the piggy bank, locked into the animal farm, because he doesn't want that to get screwed up in any sort of way against his benefit, which would be to allow all this money flowing inside the contract, even though there's a flaw somewhere, and then he would have to pause in 2-3 weeks. Like, it's just gonna make the whole protocol look bad, right? So I think we should just give him the time he needs. He's gonna relaunch it properly, and I'm gonna go over those announcements with you guys in just a few seconds. So there was a interview on April 20th, which was the Wednesday, with James Pelton, Forex Shark. They went over all the details that you need to know. They answered a bunch of questions. What I like the most of this interview is actually knowing the history of Forex, because he gave us a history of when he started with Bitcoin, with Ethereum, ERC20 back in, I don't know, like 2013, I think he said, or something like that. So it just gives you a sense of understanding of who Forex is, the type of experience he has, and the impact that he's had on the community with so many projects. So many projects that are being worked on right now have the blueprint of Forex in mind. They just don't even know it because it's a fork of a fork of a fork of a fork, right? So this just goes to show that I have basically all my trust in Forex. This shows that he knows what he's doing, and if he's doing it this way, I'm gonna trust him, and I'm gonna, because my money is with him no matter what, right? So I'm going to trust him. He's going to do the way he wants it to be done, and we're just going to watch it happen. Okay, so this interview happened. Everything was super bullish. Life was great, right? So on Thursday at 10 a.m., Forex was supposed to jump on a Telegram page called the Moon Hunters, which is the biggest crypto Telegram page in the world, and go over the details of the launch and get everybody, get them ready for the launch at 10 a.m. Okay, but then this is what he posted. While we were going over everything last night, we found a benign issue regarding people spending dogs, showing as if they were earning dogs the whole time it's been paused. Now, this might seem bullish, but it's not the fact. It's not really what's happening here. Although benign, it needs to be addressed before we go live, or else it will cause confusion that we do not need. So that's very key, right? It's going to cause a lot of confusion, a lot of FUD in the community if this is not addressed right away, and it's going to be addressed later on. We are working on it right now. So him and BB, I guess, are working on it, and whoever new developers they have. We didn't change anything with dogs, so we have been focused on pigs and piggy bank and the pig pen and the pigs master chef. The pigs master chef is basically the main contract. I think it's the contract that can't be altered or something, so I'm not 100% sure, so don't quote me on that. But essentially what he's saying here is that there was an exploit on the pigs tokens, so they were focusing on that more, and the piggy bank more than, because there's a lot of changes that need to be done there, more than on the dogs, because nothing was wrong with the dogs. Everything was okay there. While we were preparing for today, we realized that there would be some confusion if we did not make a slight change in reference to dogs. Okay, so it's not a big deal, he said, and he said everything has to be tested before we're able to release it, because a small change in the user interface of the animal farm where the dog is shown and whatever is going to cause imperfection, and that's not what he wants. Everything can't be perfect 100% of the time, but he's trying to get to that as much as he can, right? So anyways, the 10 a.m. AMA was pushed to not pushed, it was just not going to happen, and I think at 12 p.m. is when he was supposed to go on and tell us exactly what was going on with the launch, right? So then he did go on at 12, and he basically said that there's an issue because it's not his fault, it's actually part of a migration that PancakeSwap is doing. Okay, so he was talking about that all over the Animal Farm webpage. I'm going to skip that. I'm just going to go over what he actually announced on his official Telegram page for announcements. As some of you have been made aware, PancakeSwap just announced that they will be ending emissions to their version 1 syrup pools. These are the pools that we lend our collateral to in order to earn an additional 40% APY on all of our total value locked, which generated millions of dollars every month that we use for BUSD dividend model. Okay, so the first thing we have to keep in mind is that this is not Forex's fault, right? So he was focused mainly on the contracts of his protocol, not knowing that PancakeSwap was doing their own migration, which affected the way that our dividends are being paid in BUSD form. And when he's talking about millions of dollars monthly, that's millions of dollars out of our pockets, right? So we need to keep that in mind. He's not saying that he's not making millions. He's saying that we as investors are not going to be making millions of dollars because these emissions are not going to be provided to everybody in the syrup pools, right? So what needs to happen here is that there needs to be a migration to version 2. So due to this new information, we will need to migrate our original Dogs and Dogs Master Chef contracts to be compatible with the version 2 syrup pools. Now, I think their Master Chef migration is complete. Maybe Master Chef is a PancakeSwap kind of thing. I think it's a contract on PancakeSwap. So that's why, don't quote me on that, okay? So these pools now in version 2 are complete. Forex needs to just adjust our contracts to be available on version 2 or to be compatible with version 2 before being able to launch, to ensure that we're able to receive our emissions to gain those 40% additional millions of dollars on a monthly basis for the protocol, right? So what he's going to do is that he's going to be launching the pigs and piggy bank contracts independently. Now this is good news, okay? This is good news in so many different ways because I can explain it right now, but I think he's going to explain it also later on. Maybe he doesn't actually, but oh, I actually have a picture of that on my Twitter. We're going to launch them independently. I will be doing AMAs and interviews every day until Pigs and Piggy Bank is live to build excitement and honesty. And honestly, Pigs and Piggy Bank going live as a pure, highly deflationary model is insanely bullish. Imagine a token going live with 82% of a supply locked up in a type of vested presale, which has utility in a high demand product which is a first of its kind in the market, highly incentivizing holders to lock up and burn their tokens. This thing is going to moon. What he means here is usually what happens is there's a launch, 60%, 70% is unlocked, and some of it is like locked in a treasure or something, right? So they launch, everybody gets on the hype train right away. The price moons, everybody sells, get their profit, especially whales, for example. Everybody's left in the dust for months, and then the price is going to go up again, right? This would have been this is actually what happened in the first pigs launch, you know, like the price soared to like 1,000 or something, and then everybody sold off because they made crazy profits. The price went down to like 400 or so or something like that, right? But now what's happening is that 82% of all those tokens are already locked, right? 80% is a huge amount. Everything is already locked. So what's going to happen at that point is that there's 20% that's going to be new minted, basically, that could be sold in the market. 80% of it is already locked in the piggy bank for like locked staking. So it's going to keep its value, basically. It's going to keep its value and help it soar even more. That's why he's saying that this is going to help sustain the protocol. Okay, and the launch, actually it's going to make the price of the pigs actually increase even more. Okay, so that's hopefully what we're trying to get to, and sustain that going forward. And that's why also what he posted, okay, if pigs is mooning, which it will because 82% of it is locked actually, the best way to get pigs is through farming it with dogs. He's farming it through dogs. The incentive will be there to buy and stake dogs when Animal Farm goes live. This is why I'm more in favor of launching Pigs and Piggy Bank first before Animal Farm goes live to really get pigs mooning, because that gives a lot more value to dogs when the Animal Farm goes live. Now, I don't know if you guys understand this, but essentially when you're buying dogs, what you could do is on the Animal Farm, in the pool, is it here? Let's say you farm dogs here in the core dogs pool. You're going to be earning pigs, right? If the price of pigs is 1,000, don't you want to earn 3, 4, 5 pigs a day, right? So you're going to have to buy 10, 20, 30 dogs in order to be able to stake them here to get as much as possible. Now you guys know I have 2.7 dogs. I've said this previously many times. I don't have a huge bag, so at the time of the launch, the prices were crazy. Like the dogs token was 200, I think, or 250. Pigs was like around 500 to 1,000. So I didn't want to spend so much money. I was brand new to this ecosystem. I didn't know as much as I know today about Forex, and that's why I'm so bullish right now, because thankfully, once this is going to be launching, and by the way, when it is going to launch, I am going to go over my strategies. I am not going over anything right now because I don't know what's going to happen, right? If I would have made a video last week, I don't know what would have happened this week. I didn't know if it was going to launch or not, so I wanted to wait to see what happens before being able to give you my strategy and how I'm going to be able to use the whole ecosystem, farming and staking BUSD to get dogs, staking dogs to get pigs, using the pigs somewhere else, using the PUSD somewhere else. You can even use that for the garden, for the faucet. You can do everything you want, right? So anyways, so I'll be going over that detail a bit later on. But what he's basically saying here is if you want to be earning more pigs because they're mooning, you're going to want to get more dogs. So that's going to help both of them separately, okay? And by releasing pigs and the piggy bank early, he's going to be able to ensure the price of pigs being higher, mooning, and then everybody's going to want to get dogs, so that price is going to start mooning because they want to stake and get pigs and utilize everything. There's going to be millions of dollars going into this protocol, and I just can't wait for it to happen. You know what I mean? I just really can't wait for it to happen. Now, what exactly is going to happen? I don't know exactly where I'm going to find this. Oh yeah, actually, Adam Riggs. This buddy of mine on Twitter. He's really on top of what's going on the animal farm. Big shout outs to him. But I think he posted a picture recently. Okay, here it is. Now, as far as pigs and piggy bank launch, we just need to make sure we can launch the current pigs contract now, and it has everything it needs for future integration into the new animal farm contracts. So the reason why they're delayed right now is because they need to do a bit more testing to make sure that if they launch the pigs and piggy bank contracts right now, that in a week when the animal farm is going to be released, those contracts are going to be compatible with the version 2 contracts, with the syrup pools of the pancake swap version 2 and the animal farm for dogs and whatnot. Everything needs to be compatible basically, and that's what they're testing out right now to make sure it is before launching, right? We spent yesterday war gaming this because there are a few things to consider, such as the pigs and the pig pen, etc. So that was posted on the 22nd, yesterday on Friday. So they spent the whole day on Thursday because of the failed launch. Not failed, just the delayed launch. War gaming this, okay? Because there are a few things to consider, such as the pigs and the pig pen, but it's looking good. We are aiming for Tuesday. This way we can have a couple days to work out and test the delays, and then give at least 48 hours to run up to the launch date. So basically what he's doing is he's going to use Saturday and Sunday to test everything, Monday and Tuesday to prepare everything for the launch on Tuesday. Okay, so that's what's going to happen, guys. I'm going to keep you guys posted. Whenever there's going to be a launch, I'm going to probably do an announcement on Twitter, so you can follow me there. And that's it. Alright, so thank you so much for making it all the way till the end of the video. This is it for today. I actually do have a giveaway that just ended on Friday, and I'm going to be making the draw on video, just so that everybody knows how I'm going to be doing the draws going forward. And I'm going to be sharing that hopefully tomorrow or Monday. We'll see how that goes. But we made it to 7 drip, which is crazy. 7 drip giveaway is gonna happen. That's my first giveaway, so thank you so much for everybody who participated. This was one of the best experiences of my life. If you guys want to keep up to date with the animal farm, you can always subscribe to the channel, or you can follow me on Twitter. I actually am posting a lot on Twitter. We actually just broke 700 followers, which is tremendous. Thank you so much for making this happen. This community is outstanding. Thank you so much for everybody who's been sharing their knowledge on Twitter. You know, if you follow the right pages, you find the right people, then you can get the correct information. All right, so thank you again, and have yourself a wonderful day.